And there the Mavericks earlier getting set to play. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups. So look at the matchups here presented by our good friends at State Farm. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Rudy Gay.
Well, you take a guy like Gay, he's got that long wingspan. And so he uses it at both ends of the floor. Offensively, he'll shoot over the top. But on defense, he can cover so much ground with that length and athleticism.
Well, he just doesn't use it defensively, Steve. Offensively, that length is an asset as well. You know, he extends well on his jump shot, bounces off the floor with it, and can finish at the rim when he gets into the teeth of the defense.
This homestand ends here for the Mavericks as they get ready to hit the road. They've been looking good, guys, lately, really picking up steam during the stretch of the season.
You know, Kevin, everybody gets extended homestands in this league, and you've got to take advantage of them. We know how tough the road is, and they've been able to take advantage of their recent homestand.
Yeah, they've been really feeding off that home cooking, Clark. They're extremely comfortable in their own building, and they have been making it very tough on visitors.
And that one's good. Westbrook's got the opening field goal of the game for the Thunder.
And with the Thunder, this is Scott Brooks' first head coaching opportunity. There's no question he's made the most of it. He was Coach of the Year back in 2010, and that team has so much stability as an organization, but also as a coaching staff and as a roster. They seem to be getting better and better every year.
And here is Ibaka following the three from Rudy Gay. And Russell Westbrook again.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Westbrook against McGrady. Now the dish to Carter over Cephalosha. Shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And for Coach Brooks, you really have to appreciate, Steve, the way he's gotten all the players to buy into being unselfish, that defensive first mentality.
Yeah, no question. And give the general manager credit, too, for putting together a group of guys who are high character and who already have that gene in them to really want the team to do well. Led, of course, by Kevin Durant, the superstar who is also the backbone of this club, Russell Westbrook as well. But Brooks deserves a lot of credit. He's put this together, and he's made it work, and really a nice situation in Oklahoma City.
Here is Durant. After Rudy Gay's bucket, it's Durant with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kevin Durant, how about calling him low-maintenance, no-maintenance superstar? A great teammate, but he's no choir boy. I mean, there's a definite edge to his game, and you like that. A real neat combination of edge, confidence, and humility. And you see it when he plays. He's going after you now. He wants to choke you off if he can.
Great leader, too, for that team. And that one's good.
He may not be their top three-point option, guys, but you still got to cover him. I mean, you got to defend him in some form or fashion.
And Westbrook, here we go. A second chance effort. Shot is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And not to discount defense, guys, but it was their effectiveness offensively that allowed them to finish that game out.
Yeah, spoken like a true sharpshooter. The battle at that end of the floor, which they won easily, really told the story.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Clark.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You've got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
Yeah, that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
Clark, you were just talking about Durant, the edginess underneath. You think about the tattoos he has all underneath his jersey. Kept tucked away, Steve. Not really in the sight of cameras and the fans. But the kid's got some grit, I think.
Oh, he's got grit. There's no question. I mean, if you had to design a basketball player, I think Kevin Durant would be pretty much what you'd come up with. The length, the skill, but also the humility and the competitiveness. He's got the whole package, and that's why he has Oklahoma City knocking on the door of a championship. Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Seeing the Mavs in the playoffs is something that is almost a given at this point. I mean, they've made it each season since 2001.
Jason Maxiels checked in for Dallas. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. And they'll keep possession. Ibaka, no up.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Going back to Dallas, you do take for granted that somehow, some way, they'll find their way into the postseason, Steve. But the results, obviously, were they just got in, but they couldn't do anything once they got there.
Well, I give Mark Cuban a ton of credit for what Clark talked about, just the longevity of their success. And a lot of that has to do with Dirk Nowitzki as well. But Cuban had a vision. He's put together an amazing franchise, and Dirk has been the superstar to build around. What a run it's been for Dallas.
Darren Collison is checked in for the Mavericks. Martin dishes to Carter. 14 feet away. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lamb, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. It's on Darren Collison.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right. A smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Wallace is checked in for Martin. And it's Jones in for Vince Carter. Then for the Thunder, Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Maynard in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Collison. Right now averaging 11 points a game.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Foy. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Jones takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
Yeah, we're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Following the score by Dallas. Blocked. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Man, oh man, finishing with flavor.
Yeah, he put something extra on that one. You're right.
And the bench going wild, guys. They love it. What an amazing dunk.
And the Thunder with some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Bobo in for Darren Collison.
Yeah, Kevin, one thing for him, he's got great hands defensively. He applies a lot of pressure to whoever he's guarding.
And he'll gamble on the strip when you go up for a shot. I mean, he'll get some whistles, fouls called against him, but he gets all ball a lot, too.
Now here's Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Roddy Bobo. That is his first foul of the game. .105 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Boban.
Well, they've started this game off with very sloppy play. That's 3 turnovers already.
3 turnovers, and guys, we aren't even halfway through the first quarter yet. This could be a really long night.
Here's Ibaka. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
And hard work on the boards, guys, leading to that putback.
The Mavericks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by 4. Nowitzki's got his first points in this one. Back to Durant. The 11-footer. Good as the jump shot falls.
And you can just see what his offense means to this team. I mean, it's obvious. They really rely on him to score the basketball.
4. No luck. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
They went up against an extremely passive defense in that game, Clark. That was something to watch.
Yeah, but trust me, Steve, they weren't complaining about it at all. I mean, you love to catch a team having an off night defensively.
14 feet away. No luck.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Boy, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together. And you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving. They keep them... Oh, man, what a play. That's taking it strong right there.
Yeah, finishing in style.
You can feel a sense of anticipation when he heads for the hoop because that's what he can do.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. Thunder trailing by 4.
I've just got to say this. I mean, the Thunder fans have really been spoiled since the team moved to Oklahoma City. 4 years in, and they've made the playoffs in all but the first season.
He is always so in control, guys. Even when he's going hard to the hoop, very skilled finisher.
Carter with the 3. The shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They're off to Denver after 3.
Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one. Well, Jeremy Lamb is just a smooth scorer with good athleticism. Just glides out there. Had a very laid-back style at UConn that gave some scouts pause. You know, it's almost like he makes it look too easy, so you wonder how hard he's actually going out there.
So they take the lead. Lamb's got 4 this quarter.
Both these teams really fighting hard here. This is an impressive matchup.
Yeah, not much separation able to be created either way, and I really marvel at the effort being expended by both of these teams.
Wallace is checked in for the Mavericks. Foy comes in for Darren Collison. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Perkins. Jones comes in for Nick Collison. Kevin Durant's checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Maynard in for Lamb. Maynard, no good. And going back to Lamb, Clark, when you look at his style of play.
Ridiculous move. Tore it down that time. Throwing it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look silly.
Yep, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
Here's Maynard, covered by Foy. Maynard kicks to Jones. Good look. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Thunder lead by 2. And there's the feed to Foy. The 3, count the bucket. Foy's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. 10 points for Gay.
You know, you look at Rick Carlisle, and I think he's evolved as a coach. His teams early on in his tenure tended to play kind of slowly, very defensive-minded and tough. But you think of the Dallas team that won the title in 2011. They were freewheeling. They were excellent offensively, great spacing. So I think Rick Carlisle has really evolved as a coach.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over-anxious that time.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. It's tipped. He kicks it to Liggins. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Steve, you were talking about Carlisle's evolution as a coach, adapting his system to fit his team. That's a hallmark, I think, of a pretty good coach.
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I mean, you have to be adaptable in this game because personnel is different from season to season, sometimes from week to week, depending on injuries. And I think Carlisle has shown that versatility. He's really good, especially offensively, in drawing up schemes to free up players and give them space and take advantage of their talents. And that's shown with this Dallas club.
Good. And that's now 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
I like it. He could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of the nice, smooth finger roll. I like it.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Durant. And that one's good. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead. For the finish, passes it to Jackson. Takes it up. It's rebounded by Dallas. And they played the Thunder once earlier in the season.
You know, against a lot of other teams, they would have played well enough to win, but These guys had a great night against them, and it ended up not even that close.
Steve, that's so true. I mean, one team was good. The other team was great. They were the good team.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Martin dishes to Carter. The kick out to Collison. Okur, just 4 to shoot. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Okur's got 6 points.
Not many guys with his size can shoot the ball that well from out there. Darren Collison out of UCLA. Very, very fast point guard. Likes to score. Loves to get into the paint and shoot little mid-range shots or get all the way to the rim. A good playmaker, not a great one, but with his quickness, you know he can create opportunities for his teammates.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
Collison kicks to Carter. Okur fires from deep. It's rebounded by Durant.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket.
And you look at Collison, he's a deceptive shooter. He's got deep range. I mean, he shoots a lot more deep twos than he does threes, but he shoots them well, both of them. I think he might benefit if he took a few more threes and forced defenders to come out on him because he's got excellent speed off the dribble.
Here's Martin. No good. Durant with some nice D.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
He passes to Westbrook. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
So both teams making some changes here. And so Westbrook makes them both. He gets it up, and it's in.
That builds a little momentum going into the next quarter.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander that.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by just 1. Well, folks, stick around here at halftime for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports, and I'm Damon Bruce, coming to you live on a Friday night. Oklahoma City up on top against the Mavericks at American Airlines Center. A top-tier team looking strong with the best record in the conference. The first half performance of Russell Westbrook was inspiring. He's got a dozen points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And on the other side, the Mavericks also putting up numbers. The three-point shooting, ridiculous. They're knocking down everything. A terrific first half for Rudy Gay. How's that for...
And we welcome you back to nighttime view of glistening downtown Dallas, Texas. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
It's been nothing but positive for this team. The way he's been really selective with his shot making. Been very unselfish. I think this has been an efficient performance for him.
I agree with you, Steve. Very few questionable decisions, if any, from him, as he has always looked for the best shot every trip down the floor. I mean, I like the fact that he's judicious in his approach.
Rudy Gay is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Mehmet Okur. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
You know, with the way they've dominated the glass so far, I'm a little surprised it's still a close game.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage. I mean, you're getting extra possessions, but you're not knocking down shots. Well, he's an effort guy, Kevin. And so often his points come from second or third chance opportunities by hitting the glass and really staying relentless in his pursuit of the basketball.
And his shot blocking can't be overlooked. I mean, he's known to send shots singing backwards. I mean, he brings that intimidation factor at the defensive end for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, that certainly sent a ripple through the crowd.
Yeah, and alley-oop always does that. One of the most beautiful plays you'll see in all of basketball. It's impossible not to be impressed.
Yep, very exciting play to see that.
Especially when it ends with that big slam like that one. Well, Tracy McGrady early in his career was a superstar, a two-time scoring champion. Nowadays, more of a complimentary player, but definitely an effective one. Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Well, a break on the floor, so let's talk about the league's small forwards, shall we, for a second, and see which of them have led the league in free throw shooting this season. Kevin Durant is second.
Well, there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. What else can you say?
As a coach, you want your small forwards to be aggressive in getting to the basket. I mean, that's a must. And with these players, whether they draw the foul or get a layup out of it, it's a win-win.
Talking about McGrady, some teams were ambivalent about, signing him because they weren't sure he'd be willing to accept a lesser role.
Well, I think he's proven that that wasn't the case. He has accepted a lesser role. And his ability to handle and create for others is always an asset you'd like to have on the team. And he can definitely be effective setting the table for his teammates. So, to his credit, he's accepted where he is and has helped his team.
Shots good by Gabe.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 14 points.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
The shot by McGrady, no good.
This has been a game for him to forget. So far, anyway. We'll see if he can pick it up.
And it's Durant missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
The shot by McGrady, no good.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Fires from 14. That doesn't go either for Durant. Mavericks trailed by 5. Throws it up high. And then Carter with the jam. Here's Westbrook. He's got 14. Pass to Durant. He dishes it to Cephalosha. From past the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Nowitzki's got his 3rd rebound tonight. On the wing, Tracy McGrady over Westbrook. The shot by McGrady, no good.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly. Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Carter outside. Back to McGrady. And he's finally able to knock one down. McGrady's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Outside Durant, uncovered. Offensive rebound. This is to Cephalosha. Puts up a 3. And another shot. Here's Ibaka. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Mavericks trailed by 7. McGrady kicks to Carter. Gay, defended by Durant. Gay passes to Okura. That's blocked.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, part because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
This is Kevin Harlan, reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you call the commentators.
You guys are crazy.
Perkins dishes to Durant. Over Gay. Durant with another miss.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
The defense got away with one there. I mean, usually he'll hurt you if you give him that kind of a shot.
Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He would not be denied on that one, no matter what the defender threw at him.
Yeah, he needed just a little more effort to make that stop.
I don't know. I don't think any amount of effort would have done it. I mean, that guy was flying to the hoop.
Westbrook kicks to Cephalosha. Gives him the lead pass. Left side Durant. Tries it from 19. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 17 points for Kevin Durant. Back to Nowitzki. That will count. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digit.
On tap.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up, and we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for the Sprite Uncontainable Game segment. Doris?
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Thunder that garners the uncontainable game today. As the game has worn on, they have stepped up their intensity defensively, their best quarter being the third. That's the difference right now as they look to finish this game off.
Great. Thanks, Doris. And a very important turning point in this was when they started to gather that steam and really started rolling, guys.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. And that run changed the entire feel of this game. And it wasn't just their offense that made it happen. The stops they were making defensively played just as big a role.
And right at the start of that run, fellas, you could see the sudden injection of energy that went through the whole team. Then it was game. Oh, get it! Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. And the pass to Cephalosha. Feeds to Durant. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
Kicks it to Cephalosha. He feeds it to Lamb. All alone. They get the rebound. Collison, the pass to Maynard. There's the dish to Durant. The feed to Cephalosha. He kicks it to Collison. Passes it to Lamb. Maynard. 6 to shoot. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Maxfield dishes to 4. Bunny shot. And another basket for Dallas. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
A shot by McGrady, no good.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
I think the thing that sets Kevin Durant apart is the fact that he's about 7 feet tall, and yet he's got elite shooting guard skills. I don't know if anybody in the history of the league has had his ability to shoot with range and to create shots with his ball handling at 25 feet. Just amazing.
Memo Okur is checked in for Jason Maxfield. For 3, Okur. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Lamb. Left side of Ibaka. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Thunder lead by 11. Clark, going back to Durant's height, 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, whatever you want to agree on. The Thunder have even started to play him at power forward in certain situations. He can bring the ball up as a point. He can play the two with his shooting. I mean, he's all over the floor.
What he brings with his package of shooting, speed, scoring ability, and strength is only going to enhance all of that presently and as he moves forward in his career.
That's good.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this.
Back to Durant. He passes to Lamb. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Mehmet Okur. Okur's got 4 rebounds in this game. Carter kicks to Nowitzki. McGrady fires for 3. No good. Westbrook with the nice D there. Durant against Okur. Here's Ibaka. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 18 points for Serge Ibaka. And the Mavericks call time here.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Good on the shot. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, and the defense has to pick it up a little bit here. They're getting bullied inside, guys.
Yeah, they just have not competed well enough. I mean, they've not fought. You want to see fight and aggressiveness.
Carter, the pass to McGrady. He dishes it to Okur. Dallas moving the ball around. Okay, that's a 2-pointer. The Thunder pull it in. Ibaka's got 7 rebounds in the game. Lamb dishes to Durant. That's good. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, you know, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Mavericks trailed by 13. From deep, Gay, good.
Yeah, that's his first 3.5. There may be more in store.
The Thunder have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Stolen by Gay. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Westbrook with it. Now McGrady defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's foul number 2 for him. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Lamb. And it's the Thunder with the ball. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Carter with the 3. Can't get it to go. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Gay against Westbrook. Perkins to the middle. Gets it to go.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Nowitzki for 3. That drops.
Boy, they have just gone crazy from three-point range since coming out of the halftime break.
Boy, it's been 1 3 after another, Steve. An absolute barrage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
Well, that's all she wrote. I think he sealed the deal with those free throws.
Maxiel with it. From deep 3-point range, cannot hit. Westbrook with it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.